Welcome back. I'm Ron Arenas. We are the guys next door with my co-host, Pastor John McClain. Brought to you by Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing, keeping you cool all summer long.
That is correct. And it's, I mean, and granted, the summer is winding down, but not quick enough. So they better call you probably sooner than later if they're not having they're having performance issues.
That's right.
For example, this studio right now is a little warmer than it needs to be. They need to call Picture Rocks Cooling today. They need to go to picturerockscooling.com.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we got to figure it out. But
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It wouldn't hurt them to at least give picturerockscooling.com a look over and have them just come and review their system.
Okay.
That's my opinion. That's
All
just
right.
my opinion.
Well, hey,
I'm just one man.
We can go with that.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah. So we have another great show lined up for you today, and our first guest is Frank from Tucson Tamale. Frank, are you there?
What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's up, guys?
Frank. How you doing?
I'm in a nice, cool, air-conditioned restaurant. I'm good.
Oh man, you're cheating on us. That's not even fair.
But I hear Ron knows a guy though.
Yeah.
He knows a guy that knows a guy. And he's
Yeah.
number one in the number two business as well.
Absolutely.
But we've been keeping Frank cool for probably about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. Home
Yeah.
and at work.
Yeah, home and at work.
Nice.
So where are you at? Where are you at today, Frank?
I'm at work, sitting in front of my computer.
Okay,
Nice.
over at
Tucson Tamale,
Tucson Tamale. Right. Where's Tucson Tamale located at?
way up here on the northwest side of Tucson on Oracle and Ina.
All right, and tell us a little bit about Tucson Tamale.
Well, we're homegrown business here for 15 years. We specialize in tamales, different varieties, no GMO, no gluten. They're all gluten-free, no preservatives in them.
Nice.
So
Okay.
Good stuff.
How's your ankle feeling, by the way? We're supposed to go golfing on Monday. How's your ankle feeling?
It's a little better. I'm still limping around a little bit, but I'm good to go for Monday.
Okay. Well, if you can't go Monday, it's okay. We'll play again the Monday after that. But I asked because I know you guys do this catering, and there's a lot of running around and jumping and moving with that. I hope it won't affect that. But assuming that it doesn't affect that, speak to the catering service, La Movida, and when did that start? And kind of give us the hero story about La Movida.
Well, La Movida is just the brainchild of one of my employees and myself, where we thought, we already got the tamale business covered up, so let's do some other things, Let's throw some street tacos out there. Let's throw some different kinds of, if you want sandwiches, if you want Italian food, we'll do whatever you want to do. But it's just
Nice.
it's just something different. It's a Tucson tamale thing, but it's kind of different kind of catering.
Okay, I had no idea. I thought it would just be catering from the menu, but you can do all kinds of different things with it. Right?
With La Movida, you can call us. We'll have the website up in the next week, but you'll be able to call us. We're going to set it up where you can order online and pay online if you want to do that, or you can always call us and we can help you through the whole process.
Interesting. So, I mean, I guess we'll go. I don't want to spend all of our time on this, and we'll go into it more in the future. But what are the top 3 themed or type of cuisines for catering that you would be doing?
Definitely down home Mexican food.
Mm-hmm.
Like how I grew up in the neighborhood Ron and I grew up. There was a lot of Mexican food, a lot of Mexican influence. So we know what good stuff is. We had our nanas out there making tortillas. Little ladies down the block, you could smell them cooking every weekend. So, that's the kind of food I want to bring back to catering. It's just the down-home feel. We're going to do some sandwiches because I know sandwiches very, very well from my past job, and I know how to cater all that stuff. So we're going to put our own spin on some other kind of sandwiches here in Tucson.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
We're going to do like a muffalata sandwich. We'll do some cool stuff.
Nice.
Very good. And what size groups can you cater?
I'll go from 10 to 100, 1,000.
Oh,
Today with Tucson Tamale, we did a catering for 155 at U of A.
Okay. All right. And that's why you're calling in today, because you're getting that catering order ready to go this afternoon.
Yeah, we actually just got back from that catering order.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. Very good. And
it was really cool. Everybody at U of A, thank you. They're all very nice every time we deal with them.
and what areas do you go to for your catering?
All over Tucson.
Okay.
Anywhere.
How far away from Tucson, like from the Tucson Metro? You go down to
From
Green
the
Valley or Vale or
I can. If somebody wants it, I'll go. Of course, there's a service charge to go out there, but
okay.
it depends on how far. I got something coming up, a wedding that's going to be in the Vale area end of September.
Well, paint a picture in the mind of our listeners what it looks like. Let's say this wedding that you have coming up for Tucson, for La Movida, to do the catering. Like, what is it that you guys bring to the event that adds a little special flair that is La Movida catering in comparison to what's almost seems like a saturated market when it comes to catering, just because it seems like it's something a lot of restaurants are getting into.
Well, I think it's just about the VIP service we offer, the way we set things up. Like if your wedding colors are purple and white, we're gonna make sure everything else is purple and white in the catering. If you want a Southwest theme, we're gonna make it look Southwest for you. Whatever you want to do, whatever your vision is, and we can match that vision. So if you say, I want food for kids, what can you give me for kids? Because I got about 20 kids and I have 100 adults. What can we do? So we'll brainstorm with the customer on see what works best for them. And then if they want to try anything, we'll make a couple of dishes up so they can try it beforehand.
Oh, nice. Very good. So we have Will in our studio. Oh, go ahead.
Well, no, Will.
Yeah, we have Will in the studio right now, and we're going to be going over there at Tucson Tamale here next week and having lunch with you.
Oh, absolutely. I love it.
Yeah, it'll be my first time there, so really looking forward to it, Frank.
Oh, really?
Oh,
man, you're missing out.
Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, just don't be afraid to order a burrito. Trust me, these guys know now.
Oh, I won't.
Yeah, we were. I'm actually. So, I guess it was just kind of the timing. You're busy when we did our supporter appreciation event at Tucson Tamale, and we had 15, 20 people that went there.
Mm-hmm.
We for the first time, Frank finally twisted our arm. We tried the tamale burrito.
Yeah,
and that was very interesting. But yeah, definitely will.
Everything was excellent. Everything on the menu is great.
It's a great. I mean, it blows my. It's certainly, in my opinion, one of the hidden gems of Tucson. Granted, I'm 1,000% biased because Frank is certainly a friend.
Right.
But it is just one. I didn't even realize it was a restaurant. Weeks into us knowing Frank, it just I always feel like. When I think of Tucson Tamale, you go in and you get your bag of tamales, you get your tortillas, bada bing, bada boom. Tamales aren't just Christmas anymore. But us going there and actually, our group of friends, like it was almost like we had our own little birthday party there, minus the birthday, and trying hot sauces, eating tamales, all the different. We had a taste test on which one we liked best, the burritos, like the variety of food that they had there, just as much as you'd find at any other Mexican restaurant.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely.
And well, we're going to do that again, but next time we're not going to use Tucson Tamale food. We're going to use La Movida food.
Okay.
Oh,
so
I look forward to it.
I can get input. Like it's not just us that tasting the food. I want to see what other people think.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's our street tacos or it's our pasta or sandwich, whatever we do, we'll do it a couple times with different themes. To see what's best or what you like best or what might need a little tweaking to fancy it up some. And how it's laid out for a customer so we can take pictures not only for the radio station but for our portfolio.
Okay.
So Frank, this is Will again. So for the first timer like myself who will be there, what am I ordering?
Everything.
Well, Ron is buying, so why not?
Hey. Yeah, Ronnie's good to go. Easy. Just go sell another AC. You'll be fine.
Oh, there you go. Hey, Pastor John, do you need an AC?
I'm good for now.
So the best thing would be, Tucson Tamale. It's in the name, so you have to try the tamales.
Mm-hmm.
But all means, we'll give you a little bit of everything to try. Okay.
Nice.
That way, maybe you guys can share a burrito, share some tamales, share some sides. And then go from there. See what you think.
Yeah, and I want to mention just as we're going out, thank you once again for donating 500 tamales so far to Veteran Rescue Mission. We've been able to share those with other transition centers we work with. And with your permission, I'm going to be sharing some of those with Will and Ron.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you got it.
All right.
Well, thanks,
Absolutely.
Frank. And how can people get a hold of you as we're jumping out of here?
Oh, TucsonTamale.com or call us at 520-403-1881.
All right.
to get a
Thank
hold
you
of us.
again, Frank.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Appreciate
You
it,
too.
brother.
Bye now.
We'd
Bye.
like to thank our sponsors, Tucson Tamale, Tucson Pack and Ship, Crest Insurance, Piper Family Painting, Steamy Concepts, and Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing. We'll be right back. And we're back. This is The Guys Next Door. I'm your host, Ron Arenas, with my co-host, Pastor John McClain.
Yes, sir.
And in studio with us, we have Will Pena with Tucson Pack and Ship.
Hello, hello. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look forward to that lunch that we're going to Tucson Tamale.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to that, especially after that last interview.
Yeah,
Right
he's
now.
already
Yeah.
there. In his mind, he's already visualizing.
Right. Well, he set it all up, that we're going to try all these different things. And yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Only 2 drinks. We're going to have 2 drinks. We're not going to split the same drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to have 2 straws
No,
in
no,
the same
no.
drink.
That'd
No.
be so nice, though. I told him to put out the candle and everything. Though.
That'd be a picture-worthy moment.
Yeah, I'm actually a little jealous. You guys going to grab something to eat without me. I wish I was there because I mean, after we had a little couple event, another supporter appreciation event at the Arenas household recently, and that was fun.
That was cool.
That was
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
I mean, as I always say, Will's one of my favorite people to be around just because you guys actually really have a very similar personality and sense of humor.
Yeah.
Where you're both kind of like super smart, usually pretty, straight-faced guys, but you sneak in these little one-liners out of nowhere. Like they pop out of the bushes with them.
Right.
It's years of retail
That's right. It is. And management.
and management. Yeah.
So, Will, tell us about Tucson Pack and Ship.
Well, Tucson Pack and Ship is pretty much what it says there. We pack, we ship, among other things, but we can also do things like passport photos, printing. We rent mailboxes there. We can do things like shredding. We've been doing quite a bit of that lately.
Okay.
We are located over on the south side, over on Irvington at 12th Street, next to Estrella Insurance
Okay.
and Little Mexico Restaurant.
Right.
And lately we've been getting seem to have a little niche going right now. We've got with the students coming back from U of A,
Mm-hmm.
we've got about 7 or 8 people that have called in from around the country that are shipping stuff to us so that the students coming in
Oh.
can come and pick all that stuff up. So
Okay.
we're right now, my stock room, my back room is just packed right now with stuff being held for all the students that are coming, I guess,
Okay.
getting their own apartment. And
Yeah.
it's a lot of people from the East Coast, so it's pretty sweet. It's pretty nice on that. That's something kind of wasn't expecting, but it's working out pretty well.
Right. So, are you like a drop-off spot for Amazon or UPS? Or
Yes,
Yeah.
as long as you have a mailbox rental,
Okay.
we can accept all the packages for you. So
Okay.
these people that call in, we rent them a mailbox, and then they start sending all their stuff in for their kids.
Yeah, and that stuff isn't sitting on their porch.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
they're not going to get
And
stolen.
they're not even here yet because they're
Oh,
U of A
yeah, they're in
students,
transition.
right, so-
Yeah.
so yeah, we just hold it for them, and we also have a service where we're actually going to deliver that stuff to them.
Oh, wow.
Small charge, but
Yeah.
it's still going to get to them where they don't have the hassle of getting a truck, because some of these have quite a bit of stuff that they're getting.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and following you on Facebook, it seems like, and you may have mentioned this probably on a past show, that like you guys are like the one-stop shop for like an office or for shipping. Like it's like you guys do everything. You do notary, you guys do shipping, you got lock boxes. There's kind of like so much more than even that just the post office does or just one of those big box stores do. So I guess speak to that and speak to the kind of this like diversified services that you have in comparison to quote unquote your competitors.
Yeah, well, looking back at everything, it kind of comes from the yes mentality. Yes, we can do it. You need something done? Yes, we can do it. We'll find a way to do it.
Okay.
We're a business. We're here to make money. We're here to serve the customer. So if somebody needs something different done that's in our capacity, we'll do it for them. Things like we do things like translations. People come in with a Spanish document or an English document, and they don't understand what it says because they speak and read Spanish. So we'll do translations for them, help them fill out paperwork, things like that.
Wow.
Just things that aren't even on our menu board. We, we seem to do on that. But
That's awesome.
the main things is notary. It's hard to find a notary nowadays. The
Okay.
banks don't really do them anymore. So
Okay.
we seem to do quite a bit of notaries
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
We still have a
yeah.
fax service.
The fax, we do quite a bit of faxing. We actually have a couple regular customers that come in 2-3 times a week to take
wow.
advantage of our faxing services on that.
Yeah.
Printouts, people come in, hey, I need this document printed out for me. They'll bring me, a thumb drive, something, we get it all printed out nice and neat for them. And, so it just seems like, it's one of those things where they can come in and it's almost like coming into, your brother's house or something. Hey, you got a printer there.
Yeah.
Print this up for me. And, we do things like that.
For sure.
So we try to help out, as many people as we can with, anything that we could possibly do there.
Yeah, and I definitely I see that not only with your organizations, but certainly with you and your wife. You just like have these servant's heart, and kind of to speak to that, like your servant's heart. You're involved in several nonprofits. What is the current nonprofit that you're working with?
Well, currently right now we're working with Southern Arizona Book Heroes. They are an organization that they help. Basically they help give out books to kids that are in a situation where they need to be removed from, like if they're in a vehicle accident,
Right.
and their parents or somebody is hurt. We give these bags of books to law enforcement, first responders, where they can give them a book, to the kids, a book or a stuffed animal, something just to kind of take their mind away from what's actually happening.
Yeah.
So it's a great organization. We do have a event coming up. It's called Murder on the Sagebrush Express. You try to say that.
Yeah,
You
no.
try to say that.
Nope, don't make me.
Right. It's at the Savoy Opera House, September 21st, from 6 to 10. It is basically a train ride with a mystery murder happening.
Okay.
One of those whodunits.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
you
that'd
did
be
it.
fun.
I'm gonna point at you right away.
Right? Yeah. I know why, too. But no, you can get more information on that if you don't mind. It's it's SOAZ, so Southern Arizona bookheroes.org/events.
Okay.
Nice.
And how do people? So they get donations of books. How do people drop off books?
Well, on the website, there is also places where you can drop them off. You can always drop them off at my location, 698 West Irvington Road,
Okay.
suite number 6 at the Tucson Pack and Ship office. We are a donation station.
All right. Very good.
Nice.
You can also at their main headquarters at 2616 East Broadway. You can drop them off.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
And like Will said, you can go to their website, soazbookheroes.org, and you could make a charitable contribution.
Yes, that'd be great. They do get discounts on going out and buying the books. So, money is also a good thing to give,
They're
especially if
probably
you don't
able-
have time.
Yeah, they're probably able to get either bulk rates or some wholesale rates
Right,
on them.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah.
better than just going to the store and buying one or two books. They'd get a better price than we would.
Absolutely. Although, we still do appreciate those 1 or 2 books.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. If you have them and you are willing to donate them, we'd gladly take them for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, in Southern Arizona Book Heroes, I'm glad you're part of it, and you just seem to be one of my group of friends that are part of Southern Arizona Book Heroes in some way, shape, or form. Because one, it is beautiful work that they're doing, and I know Jennifer, and just her story is just such a beautiful story. But I ask you, like, what was it about Southern Arizona Book Heroes that kind of called to you, that made you want to get involved and kind of help out? Because I certainly just the kids in the situation, and just hearing her story and kind of what brought her into it called to me. But I'd definitely love to hear what really called to you about this mission.
Yeah. Just that, Jennifer's story.
Mm-hmm.
The first time I heard it wasn't from her, and I was like, okay, Seems like a good organization.
Mhm.
About a month later, I had a chance to listen to her speak, and it brought me to tears. And
Yeah.
it was, this is something. Usually, anything with kids really gets me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a
it really
sucker.
gets
Yeah.
me. So it's once I heard her story from her, it's like I had no choice but to get involved.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I definitely, I mean, with Southern Arizona Book Heroes, it's just it's such an amazing thing. It's the simplest things, just kind of like a kid that's just going through such a traumatizing situation, to kind of keep them slightly distracted from, having some comfort items is really nice. And then also just giving that support to our first responders, to let them know that, like, we see you.
Yeah,
we see you. We know
right.
that the job that you have is a really
It's a
difficult
tough job. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And,
is.
you used to be a firefighter. Like, just
Yeah.
imagine, having those comfort items
Right.
in the in the times and
Yeah.
some of the hard situations you had to deal with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago, and we didn't have anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always a difficult situation. You're dealing with some kind of tragedy, and then you have the children there that you're trying to comfort and do the right thing
Yeah.
and help them
And handle the situation.
handle
all
the
same.
situation at
Yeah.
all. And you're handling traffic a lot of times, and you're just
Yeah.
there's a lot of hats to wear.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So Will, you're amazing. I mean, you have a heart of gold. You're always in there. You're pitching in and just helping out different organizations that need help.
Well, I appreciate that, Ron. It's just what I do. It's just me.
Yeah.
I don't go looking for accolades, anything like that. Accolades. Did you get that?
Yeah, I like that. We'll write it down.
Good word, right?
Siri.
Yeah.
How do you spell accolade?
Yeah, I don't go looking for for that. It's one of those things that's in my heart, and again, if it has to do with children
Yeah.
or dogs,
Nice.
Yeah.
it's one of those things that
Right.
I just automatically feel I have to help out with it. If I can.
Yeah.
If I
Yeah.
can, absolutely, yeah.
I think that's what first brought us together, was serving with Interfaith Community Service.
yes.
I can see that.
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
I think that's kind of what
Mhm.
brought us together and brought
Most
our
of
friendship.
our friends are people, particularly the people in our network. We all
Yeah.
have served at ICS at one
Yeah.
time or the other. It seems like
Right.
yeah.
So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a
That's
good fellowship.
it's a good variable to look out for.
Yeah.
But before we leave here, because the show's about to be over, Will.
Yeah.
How can people get to see and meet your shiny face?
Well, they can always come visit me. I am usually most of the time at my office, 698 West Irvington Road, Suites 6 and 7. You can find me at either one of those locations. You could also find us at packandshiptucson.com or reach us at 520-312-2887.
Thank you so much, Will. This has been The Guys Next Door, brought to you by Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing. I'm Pastor John McClain with Veteran Rescue Mission, here with the coolest guy in Tucson, Mr. Ron Arenas. Go to veteranrescuemission.org for more information about the show and the work that we do helping homeless veterans. And go to picturerockscooling.com to get your air conditioning checked out.